What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're taking a look at Bevontule, I think is how he pronounced it. I'm not really sure. They said it in the email, but now I can't find the email, and so, I was going to call it Bevontule. That's what I was going to do, but I don't think that's the right way to say it. I'm pretty sure the T makes like a ch sound, so I'm pretty sure it's Bevontule or Bevontule or something like that. It is a tactical open-world RPG, and so it's got a combat system that actually sort of reminds me of Mordheim, in fact, where you've got like a movement circle, and as you go around that, you can move around as you want to move. It's got a little bit in common with games like Divinity, I guess, Original Sin. It's kind of similar to that as well, and it's trying to Kickstarter right now, and we're trying to make some dreams come true today. So we're going to check the game on out, and if you like this game after the fact, and it seems like something that you want to have made, you can go to the Kickstarter link down below. So without further ado, let's dive straight on in and see what this little game has for us. This is the demo, by the way, the pre-alpha demo. In case you were wondering, this is basically their Kickstarter pitch right here for players to check out to see if it's the sort of thing that they want to play. Uh-oh, there's a spooter over there. I don't know if I'm comfortable with spooters. It's a little early for the spoiters. I don't mess with spiders, man. We got black widows around here. I stomp those little suckers out real fast. We got spiders out here like about the size of, a silver dollar or so. Their butt's about the size of a quarter. I want to apologize for our last meeting, Bodum. While I know you don't recall the first time you were here, I must point out that the Antonian Steppe is quite a dangerous place, even for the conscious. Judging from your spider-slashing skills, however, I neglect to think that we'll be in any real danger, but it bears repeating that we should remain vigilant. You done yet? I don't really want to spend all day out here. The beach is just ahead, and I'd like to be back before all the mutton's gone. That's true. You gotta operate on your stomach. I know you're a busy man, Appolith, but I hope you've carved out a few minutes to have a look at Antonia. Or Atonia, you know we're here. I have no interest in that old church. The only thing that matters to me is that his story checks out. And what happens if it doesn't check out? Well, I imagine you and I will be a little late getting back for dinner. No need for threats. I'll show you exactly where I came ashore, where I was when I saw the pulse. Forget the damn pulse. It's common knowledge that the place is cursed. You can ask anybody. I don't know what it is with the two of you, but wisps don't intrigue me all that much. This wasn't an ordinary wisp, Appolith, but either way, you're afraid of ghosts, I get it. Even our guest gets it. Before we set off, I want to add that there's a hunter's camp on the other side of the river. We can rest and restock if need be. We can cross the river using the bridge, or maybe Barun would ferry us across. Since when is there a bridge? Who authorized a bridge? Now, let's not spend all day out here. Onwards to Atonia! Alright, let's go to Atonia then. Let's do this thing. Let's throw down and make it happen. That dude's he looks like he's got a big badass sword, and I want to use it on something. You can access the main menu with the tab or the I keys. See the full list of controls. Press space to open the configuration panel. I assume it's going to control more or less like you would expect an MMO to control. That tends to be how these things go. The game is running at 30 frames right now. I don't know if that's what it's locked at. It seems like it's not going any higher or any lower, though. So be aware that that's just for the case of the demo. I'm sure they'll get it all cleaned up a bit later. What's up with, there's like a, oh no, that thing seemed like it wants to be mean to me. Let's maybe stay away from there and avoid getting plant diddled. Is there like a treasure chest or anything inside of here? I see ruins in a video game, and I got to explore them. I got to have a look around and see what's going on. There might be like a hidden treasure room back up in here where I can get like a new schwert, or maybe like some new armor or something like that. You got to be careful. You got to get stocked up on those goodies. There's a spooter over here. Let's go stomp him out. I made a big deal. Oh, there's a treasure chest over there too. We're doing battle. You proved yourself well at Atonia, but if you want, I can give you a few more combat tips. This will be a little lengthy, so bear with me. We'll figure it out. I don't need to know stuff. So it looks like I can move to where I want to move right here, as long as it's inside that circle. If I go, can I go outside the circle, or does it like block me once I get in there? So that's outside of my range right there. I'm not really able to do much with that. I've got slash and I've got backstab, so it appears as though I've got like roguey skills. We also have salves, solvents, we have negative status, we've got a couple other little things in there that we can heal up, and then we can end our turn as well. I assume around here somewhere it's going to tell us what the turn order is. So I'm going to assume that that guy's a mage. I'm just going to stop off. Can I get one of their little legs inside of here? Doesn't look like I can. Let's end the turn. He can move forward. And what kind of skills you got, amigo? He's got chakra. So chakra looks like it heals, and then we've got gut punch. Let's go ahead and we'll circle around with him for right now. I'm going to put that right there. The spider's going to take its turn. It dashes straight through the middle and goes after Bodum. That's no funsies. And that one's going to go after our monk guy. On this side, it looks like we have the ability to attack. We can attack the Harvest Man right there. Attack a chosen target. Let's do this thing. Whap. 13 damage out. The Harvest Man's going to deal 20 foe. Ow. That was a little more stingy than I expected. What else I got going on? I can do backstab, but I can only do it from behind the mob. I'm going to do it from right there. I wonder how long it takes for that to go off. As far as skills go, we did have some damage go out. Let's use chakra on everybody. It looks like it takes a little while for that to happen. Yeah, it looks like it's going to set him back slightly, but it's not going to be that important. I'll swap him around to the middle because he's our warrior, and so I kind of want him in the middle of the shit over here if I can have that. He's going to backstab. 27, the spider goes down. We shivved him. That's how we do it at the Nerd Castle, just bop, bop, bop. I need to see this game in 60 frames. I'm one of those people that I'm a frame rate elitist. That's who I am. I am a frame rate elitist, and I can't help it. We could do moderate damage, but it takes 2 turns for that to happen. So that's going to scoot us back in the turn order. He, on the other hand, the spider's going to move after this, so I don't really see any point in setting up anything too complicated. Go ahead and bap on him. He's going to hit me for 23. And then our dear friend, Appolith, is going to go out and hit him with a heavy blow with the power of the apple. I assume he's an apple shaman. An apple monk. Yeah, he's definitely not built for combat. 18 XP right there, and that was our first combat. We ended up with 24 gold, or whatever that is right there, and nobody leveled up, so I assume there's not really going to be too much to look at right there. However, that did free up our access to this treasure chest over here. What's up with you? A panacea. Okay, I'll take that. Panaceas are good. I wonder if we've got like a detective mode around here. So as far as equipment goes, it looks like we can actually go through here just like you would in like a JRPG or really any other menu-based RPG to have a look at things. We've got a pot. What's up with that? Got an Etonian artifact. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I'll take an Etonian artifact. Is there anything else around here? Ooh, there's a plant. A wild thistle. Okay. I figure I should probably pick up just about everything I can get my hands on. If I know anything about indie games, and I'd like to think that I do, I play a lot of indie games. My thought is that if I know anything about indie games, we're going to be doing some crafting at some point in this game, picking up all these objects. And I am okay with that. I love crafting. It's just one of those things that adds a reason to pick up the stuff that you're picking up in a game. That's pretty much all that crafting... Oh, there's one behind us, too. It's a good thing I ducked that problem. Okay. Go ahead and attack this drone over here, I guess, for 12 damage. How much health does it have? You guys split up over here. I guess splitting the party is what we're going to do right now. I know that in D&D terms, you never want to do that, but I decided I'm going to do it anyways. So what is he doing? It looks like he's casting like a thingy. You get out of the way. I feel like that's going to go off at any moment, and I don't want to be a part of it. It may end up poorly, though. Everybody might get bapped. It looks like they use growth on themselves. Okay, it looked like it was going to be an AoE or something, so I just wanted to get out of the way. I wasn't sure what I was looking for. You use chakra on everybody. You use... Yeah, you'll get that off in time. Go ahead and smack them. So there goes chakra right there. I do like the spell effects. I think those are looking pretty. I am a sucker for good spell effects, and that's one of those things that, like, when they're done well, it helps with immersion into a game. He's going to get that big old side flip going right there. It feels like the game's playing on half speed right now. Like, the animations feel slowed down. I wonder if the linking of the frame rate is actually linked to the speed at which the engine plays the game or whatever. I've seen that a number of times in other games, and I'm not... How far back will that move him? So you move to there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leapfrog him. So I'm going to go over to here. We'll set that up. Hopefully he's still inside of the effect. I don't know if there's a way for me to... Ah, there it is. Okay, so you can click on him to figure out where the effect's going to go off. And your turn right there. That'll give us another heal. I know everybody's not particularly missing any health right now, but I'd rather just take care of it. He's going to need a gap closer pretty soon. We need people that are going to be, like, teleporting around doing their thing. You get back up in here. I don't think plants move, so we're going to try for a backstab right there. You, on the other hand, get up in here and hit that thing with a punch. Bop, bop. Caught him with that ice-cold two-piece, like we went on up to KFC. Ow. That was pretty, but it seemed like it hurt. That dude just called in a spirit bomb on us. Big ol' spirit bomb. If I tell you to use bludgeon, that's going to put you behind. He's not going anywhere, so I might as well. Come with that gut punch. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know where the gut is on that plant, but I assume we're going to have to figure that out anyways. Down he goes, and so that's going to be another combat finished off. 21 XP goes out to the party. We got a shiny tool. It's always good to keep your tool shiny. You never know when you're going to have to present it to someone and be like, yo, look at my tool. If it's not shiny, then, like, I don't know. How are you going to entice them? You know what I mean? Is that spider going to come after me? I don't know how necessary it is that I engage in, like, every combat that I come across. It looks like they do have line of sight, and so he's facing that way, and I don't think he's actually seen me. Is there anything over here? There's got to be something special over here. This is like a little... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's why Splatty gets the treasure right there. We got an Etonian artifact. I assume we're probably just going to sell those or something. Maybe we use those later. I will check down this little path on this side. And let's see what we got positioned. I'm going to go around you. I don't have time for your shenanigans right now. I'm not trying to play around with that. Is there anything over by this tree? There's a birch log. I'll take that. So we got 3 birch right there. Looks good. We've got a weird mushroom monster right there guarding a patch of thistle. And I thought that was a chest for a minute, but it looks like it's just an unfortunate brick that has fallen from where it was initially placed. Poor brick. What will it ever do, that poor, poor brick, alone, away from its family, sobbing in the darkness? There's got to be something in here. There's one right there. I see an Etonian artifact. Let's go get it. It's Etonian artifact time, and I see a treasure chest right there. So, oh, I got to go around the other side. We can't jump, I don't think. It'd be nice if we could. I do love jumping. We got rawhide bracers. Let's see what's going on with that equipment. So, if we've got gauntlets... Is that an accessory? Like, what is it? So we had a cerulean tunic right there. Maybe certain characters can only wear certain things. He's got a... Ah, there it is. So that's going to give him +6 to his armor. Very nice. Did that change the way it looked on the character? No. I know some games don't have that, but you guys know me. This is my pet peeve. I love it when armor changes on characters. Like, if a game just has static armor on a character, I don't know. It's not that it doesn't work for me, because I've played plenty of JRPGs and other games where that's not the case and you don't really have to worry about it. But at the same time, I need something to change on my characters as they go through the adventure. Even if the game has, 6 chapters and they mature and their armor gets more awesome as they get more famous and more badass as they go through. Oh, we got a little bit of iron right there. Cool. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some crafting. I can smell it in the air. Let's go over to the little village and let's see what they got going on for us over there. What is that thing? Is it mean? Can I save? I'm kind of afraid of whatever that is, but I sort of want to fight it, and I don't think saving is enabled in the demo as of right now. Is there anything around behind it that I can just swoop out and go get? I'd like to see a contextual menu, too. One thing I'd like to see is when you click on an enemy, you can see what level they are, like what their name is, stuff like that. I realize that you might not give that to the player due to, I don't know, creating an atmosphere of fear and worry when they're running around deciding what they want to challenge in a game like this, because it doesn't seem particularly like a lot of the enemies are going to chase us down. But I think that'd be a cool addition. I'm just throwing things out there right now. Don't take these as critiques, because this is the bare bones basic alpha that they're using to get the funding to make their game. And so I'm not critiquing, I'm not reviewing or anything right now. I'm just saying things that I would like to see along the way. We've got, oh, maybe that's a save stone right there. Maybe that lets us save. A little bit more thistle on that side. I will take it. Splatty never turns down anything that's free. We got a big old horsey module over there. We've got whatever the hell this thing is. Probably a save point. Yup, save point. Get the thing going. Save point. Because there's no knowing when they're gonna try to kill me. Okay. That's all taken care of. We got a couple of villagers standing around right now. Who be thou? Larson. Oh, Morok. Sorry about missing the last shipment. You know, the drones and the rut and... Relax. I'm not here to chide you about the supplies, Larson. We're here on other business, and just wanted to stop by, see how we can help. No, I couldn't possibly let somebody of your, position get involved in such a piddly matter. Morok says you need help, so we're gonna help. Neither you nor the Syndicate can afford any further shipment delays. Of course, I never meant to... Boiled thistle is a natural insect repellent. 16 should suffice. Let's take care of that while you get the next shipment ready. We'll take it with us and save you the hassle. Thank you, sir. I can't really pay us. That seems to be how it goes in games like this. Doesn't look like I can sharpen my weapon. However, it does look like there's a forge or something over here. I don't think I can use it. Can I loot any of the vegetables and stuff that are over on this side? I guess I should have paid better attention to what thistle looks like because we're going to find a little bit more. How much thistle do I have right now? That's not what I wanted. All items. So, thistle. We have 6 thistle. It's going to take us a little bit to get that done. But hey, you know me. I'm a sucker for a side quest, so let's do this thing. I am a big old sloppy sucker for a side quest. I don't see anything up inside of here. Ooh, Antonian vessel. Yay. Is there anything through this little gap? Anything back here? Hiding? Nay, nothing for us? Well, fine then. Onwards! We fight a mushroom! We fight a mushroom at dawn. Let us boil him and put him atop our spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce and glory! That's my battle cry. Spaghetti sauce and glory. That's how I do it, man. He's up next. I don't know what he's going to do, so I'm going to assume we're just out of range right now. He's going to come in, and it looks like he's going to... Oh, no. He's a laser beetle. Well, that's moderately upsetting. He laser beetled me. I'm going to hit him with a heavy blow. Somebody needs to be taught a lesson up in here. I just can't. I can't let that fly. 14 damage out right there. We've been slowed. Over on this side, I'm going to get around the booty end of this beetle right here. We're going to backstab his ass on up. So there's a big hit right there for 24. That took him down to half health. You go ahead and run chakra on everybody. We'll finish that combat off right there. That'll get a heal off to get rid of the damage that we soaked on the previous turn. And so far, I like it. Combat system is pretty cool. It's not anything outside of the ordinary that you haven't seen before, but at the same time, if it works, it works. There's no need to complicate things and make things weird when it comes to combat systems. You might as well stick with whatever's consistent. Catch him with a gut punch. Bop. Got him. We might be able to... Actually, no, I don't think so. Which way is his backside? I'm trying to stab this dude in the booty. Trying to catch him up in the booty stab. Let's go with a slash. That's fine. Give us a little bit more time to play with. Hopefully the slash takes him out. Ooh, slash was vicious. A nice little crit right there. And we got ourselves some XP. No new items, though, so we'll have to wait for that. Let's continue trucking around. Is that a cave right there? Oh, we're going in the cave. I found an exploratory cave. I have to go inside of here. I don't have a choice. So there's some mushrooms. We got a gold coprinus. All right. Looks like there's a little chest right there, too, back in the corner. Yeah, linen gloves right there. I'm assuming that our monk wears those. Let's see what he's got going on. So he's got rawhide bracers. Might be for me then, or at least my character. Yeah, there we go. Gave him +1 to armor, make him a little bit less squishy. You always got to watch out for those dudes that are running around. He's also running around blind. I don't know what he's trying to prove out here, but he's trying to show off that he can apparently do adventures blindfolded. Not advisable, but definitely pretty badass if you pull it off. I think your legend will grow a little bit faster. There's some thistle. So 3 more. That gives us 9. Trying to keep a mental count inside my head right now. And that looks like iron, maybe? I think that's an iron node. Yeah. Let's get it. Iron times 3. Very good. Got that iron power. Is that thing going to attack me? It's going to attack me. I figured it was probably going to ramp up and try to take my ass out. But you got to do what you got to do. Ooh, we got into range right here. Yeah, clip him. See what you can do. He might just move out of the way, but there ain't no telling. That actually took a pretty significant portion of his life. He's going to attack Bodum for right now. We're going to go through the exact same song and dance that we normally go through. I'm going to line up a chakra right there just to get rid of the damage. He's going to go next, which is a bit of a bummer, but we definitely need to heal Bodum. If we don't heal him, then he's going to go down pretty soon. I don't think he's going to make it. We can get ourselves in a position right here on this drone. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And then for you, let's line up another slash right there. I think these are limited use per combat, which is the little number right there. They are focusing the hell out of my poor ass. My ass is being focused. There have been far too many impacts in the booty region. It looks like they're just trying to spin around behind me. Run another chakra, please. Oh, it's MP that it's costing me. Never mind. Wow, that was a big old hit right there. That's concerning. I don't know how much longer we can afford to, like, soak that. It does look like I can go through and taunt, but I think I've run my course on that one. Go with that drone right there. Yeah, that's the one. Get him up and out of our face and limit some of this damage we're taking. You swing around back there and hit him with a slash. I'm trying to go in with only special abilities because that's how Splatty likes to bop. That's how Splatty like to do it. Get on out of here, bug. Ain't nobody got time for your random swamp nonsense. AP goes up. I assume we're going to spend a... Oh, we got another shiny tool. I'm thinking maybe we're going to get a quest later on where the bugs have been stealing people's tools or something. It's a bad look. It's a very bad look. Hey, we can actually heal people. Yay. I was hoping that would work just like that. We've got something down this way. I suppose so that we can see what the level ups look like. We'll run down in here and we'll get into yet another fight. They've gated a lot of these little ramps and whatnot to where you can't really advance until... So you guys fall back slightly unless they're behind me. Are they behind me? No. Fall back ever so slightly. Force them to come to me. Yeah, or at least at the bare minimum, let them hit the tank. Although I guess if they're ranged, that's going to backfire on me. Or forefire, whatever you want to call it. We've gotten a little bit of... No, we haven't, actually. We're fighting this one with auto attacks. Alright, let's do this thing. Let's start whittling at a beetle here. I was hoping they would close with me, but I'm just going to try not to leave my characters in a line. That's a line right there. That's sort of a line, so I'm going to get him into right that spot. He'll run in. He's going to use chakra, and then we'll see how it goes. We have plenty of healing items. We lost 25% move right there. I do like that the attacks are linked in with bad things that can happen to your character. Looks to me like they're dead set on messing with me. Let's stay on our attack grind here. I'm going to rotate that so that I can get in on him. A little bit more damage. That beetle's starting to take a whooping, but whether or not it's going to be enough, I think remains to be seen. You get right there, run chakra. Yeah, I had a sneaking suspicion. Ouchie. Luckily, they don't hit nearly as bad as those bugs do, so taking the hit is not going to cause me to grind my teeth or worry at all, but it's okay. We've got an attack ready to go. Go ahead and put that on him. That's one bug down. And then you move around behind him. You move over to here. And then, bow! We'll go ahead and take care of business on that side. He's going to do something. Oh, he's going to back up and hit us with that AoE again. Sneaky little bastard. Sneaky little bastard. Alright, so you go in and attack right there. Bow, bow. Nice little two-piece. Fix him up. Let him know who's boss. A little stabbity stab right here. And is he down? I don't know. Perfect. All nice and taken care of. That's going to be a level up, and so it looks like we all have internal stats and things of that nature. I'm assuming that each of these is going to be linked to some kind of thing. Oh, we got another linen gloves. I don't know why a bug is running around in the middle of the landscape with free gloves, but you know what? I learned a long time ago in RPGs not to question this stuff. Just take the W, man. Just take the W. We got a ring of mobility? Okay. Who needs to be the most mobile? I think he's got the worst movement, so maybe we'll give him a ring of mobility. There we go. So now he's got 40 movement. I assume that's going to make him move a little bit farther. Expand the diameter of his glorious little battle circle. As of right now, the game seems a little simple, but I'm hoping they'll add some more mechanics in later on. I actually didn't go through and read the entire Kickstarter post. I was just excited to play the game. And so, you know, I do think they're going to have to, hopefully, as the game starts to develop a little bit more, that's their plan, to add extra things the player can do to combat. They've branded this game saying that for sure there's going to be lots of variation in the way that you can build your character. I don't know if we picked up skills or anything like that over here. It does look like we have like a grid of some kind that we can use. We've been getting ourselves AP along the way, and so we can throw a dagger. Minor damage to the first target. Hit Guardian Angel. Once per battle damage that would be fatal, we'll do 0 instead. We can also get Soul Strike. Sacrifice its health to deal major damage. We've got normal attacks. Additionally, restore a small amount of SP. That's a good idea. Let's do that. That sounds like a great thing to have, but I'm assuming this grid is going to get larger and larger and larger. On top of that, I do think they're going to need other mechanics in order to make the combat a little bit more diverse. Making like armor points or something like that you can buff up or remove, things of that nature. But ultimately, we'll kind of leave that to what the developers want to do with their game. I can equip that right there, and so it looks like we're limited by the amount of EP that we have, what we can equip in our little grid. What other skills do people have? Let's have a look at it. He's got he's got Spin Kick. Okay, he's got Loquacious. He's also got Fancy Tincture. That's probably a good thing to have considering he's our healer. Skills grant 10% bonus healing to target with HP below 25. He's also got Apothecary. And he's got removes 1 negative status effect from an ally and grants regen for 10 turns. I'm going to do that one. Let's learn that right there. We will equip it. He's got 3 left right now. What other things can we do here? We've got max SP increase. That's 5 that it's going to cost us. We'll go with the Spin Kick right there, and then we'll equip it. And then for Apolith, what do you have going on? my apple-colored warrior, my apple-invoking warrior. He's an apple warrior, an apple knight. We got 5 AP to get some more HP. We've got Valiant Charge. Ooh, yeah, do that one. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. What else can I afford on my 2 budget here? Or my 3 budget? Immunity to knockback. Okay. I don't know what res is, but it's probably useful. We'll leave that right there, and let's dive into one more combat so we can try out some of these new abilities and get them going. But this game is called Bevontule, or Bevontule, or Bevontule, or Bevontule, or something like that. I don't know how to say it, but I can tell you so far that I'm excited to see what they do with it right now. It's a pretty good Kickstarter demo. I get sent a lot of Kickstarter demos with my channel, and, you know, going through them one by one can sometimes be difficult because some games are definitely not ready for the limelight. However, I do think they have a solid foundation right now. As with all things, I think the game, it's primitive at this point, but you can see what they're going for. And if they continue to flesh out the world and, you know, intro videos and getting you into the setting, I think they have a pretty good chance of making something fun right here. I really sincerely do. Let's try out that aura ability. Let's see what's going on with that. He leveled up, so we ain't really got much to worry about right there. He's got Valiant Charge. Oh, yeah, do Valiant Charge. Do it. Oh, he's got to wait to do that. So that's actually on a, it's on a timer. Okay. Not completely expected, but, you know. Did he actually cast the aura thing that he was going to cast? That's pretty cool, though, because that right there means you can actually chain abilities together to whoop on enemies like that. I kind of like that idea. I also like the fact that I'm regenerating SP right now. That's going to make him kind of a absolute badass when it comes to combat. That means he's going to be using special abilities about as much as possible. If I get something like that. Wait, what just happened? So maybe he got canceled out. I don't know. So Aura removes a status effect from an ally and grants regen for 10 turns. Oh, okay. So maybe I just didn't target it properly last time. Kill off the drone. Drone's now down. I want to see this Aura ability. Let's go ahead and put something on that hydrangea right there. They're a lot more vicious in this world than I thought they were. I just want to see what regeneration does for me. You get 6 back. That's probably not going to offset some real focus damage, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, hit him with the charge. And then you get over here and you hit him with that little beautiful attack right there. Bow! Taken care of. 20 damage, and then with the combo, he's all nice and finished off. Oh, no, never mind. He's not finished off. Punch him one more time. Make him die. Wow, this thing's really kind of taking its time with us. This thing just doesn't give a damn. He's tougher than he looks. He can attack, then move? Can I attack, then move? I wasn't paying attention, but it's probably something I should register. My name is Splattercat. This game is Bevontule. Bevontule, however you say it. You can get the Kickstarter down below if you wanted to support the game. Aside from that, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. My name is Splattercat. I play indie games on the internet to keep you posted about whatever's happening in the indie world. I hope you like what you saw today. Pretty cool little demo. Seems to be working pretty smoothly. I don't have any weird graphics dipping in and dipping out and kind of clipping or anything like that. Combat functions. Frame rate's a little bit suspect, but I assume that's part of it just being an alpha. Graphics look pretty clean, and it seems like there's a lot of areas to explore, so this might be one of those games that you can get lost in the near future. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in. If you like this video, don't forget to hit it with a like. That's the best way to keep the channel going and support what I do here at the Nerd Castle. Otherwise, without all of you, I can't keep being a YouTuber, so we have a synchronous relationship, you and I, a symbiotic relationship, and I appreciate everything that you all do for me. I'll see y'all later. Hi-do, everybody.